Here we go. 2 more matches remain. Daz, that means 2 more teams to eliminate. We start here with Envy and Ghost and a battle of roster changes. Of course, that's what this whole first regional is about, right, Daz?
That's right. That's what it seems like looking at these two teams, right? You have Hoxter in place of Roldiz, and you have Illusion, who, decided to take a split off, comes back, and replaces the 4-time. Both of these rosters have so much to prove here, and this is going to be a show.
When you think about the legacy of a player like Turbo Pulsa, it would seem like a no-brainer. Illusion's got the bigger shoes to fill here, but is there a case to be made that maybe Hoxter's going to have a more difficult time replacing Roldiz than Alu will have replacing Turbo?
I mean, you can already see the results coming out here from Ghost. I mean, they've looked really solid overall, and I think that this is a team that's going to continue to build here over time. Just a lot of motivation coming in here for this roster when they picked up Hawk. And I think, they're big to show that these early results that we saw day one were no fluke. Right now, though, they got to stop some Envy offenses. Envy has been kind of setting the pace early.
Yeah, Alu running into the net, going after a demolition. He had 4 of his 15 goals in this main event in that last series against Rogue. Part of a big-time performance in his, re-debut, his return to competitive play. Shock will roll this one out, looking for his new teammate in Hoxter. He's got Lion Blaze in the middle, who has had a phenomenal week, and it only continues. His shot sets up Hoxter to take the lead.
Look at the power behind this shot from Lion Blaze. Hoxter with that pinch pass towards it. You can see he just missed. Wasn't expecting that to come through. Good follow-up from Hoxter to clean things up, but it's really Lion Blaze who puts on that pressure.
Lion Blaze trying to do something that is maybe one of the more difficult things to do in all of the competitive Rocket League space. Have success in both the collegiate and the pro scene in the same week. We've seen Ajax try, we've seen Tristan try. Lion Blaze winning the Level Next Rocket League Spring Showcase with Northwood University not more than a few days ago, and now having to turn around and dedicate his efforts to helping Ghost get off to a strong start here in the Verizon Ultra Cup. There goes Hoxter. Looking for Lion Blaze again, and Drees keen to the play there. He bumped him out of the way as this is skied up for Illusion for Drees and just let him way too far. Drees couldn't dive in, now he does in the corner, but Lion Blaze will bring this all the way back with Mist waiting patiently on defense and no shot coming out from Ghost.
Yeah, we saw Mist in that early second man spot, had to dip out. And you see, just again, Ghost Gaming getting the ball up into that back wall. But still, that being said, Envy is doing a solid job of transitioning. Alu gets beat on that play. And you see Drees coming from across the field to try to challenge Lion Blaze. Hoxter will still put a shot on, and Alu had to get a save on the goal line.
What a save. We've seen players so quick defensively, especially now here in the lower bracket where the stakes are so much higher. Lion Blaze again denied by Illusion, and he is not deterred at all by the little break they had in between series here. Illusion getting it done on both halves of the field.
This is really solid striking from Ghost Gaming. They are pushing Envy's defense to the brink. And when you think of like the defensive stature of both Illusion and Mist, who are normally keen to saving a lot of shots, they're looking really uncomfortable in this game one.
Well, they can play all the defense they want. The problem is they did give up a goal. And it's Lion Blaze and Hoxter that have combined to give Ghost this 1-0 lead that they've come oh so close twice now to improving. Mist will deflect one away. Lion Blaze no longer in the play again. Drees has taken him out twice. And now Hoxter will pop one up with Lion Blaze coming on indirect. And the communication had to be perfect there for Envy as Ghost is all over them right now, but they do weather the storm. Alu now for Drees. No. Mist off the double commit. Can he get one over Shock? No. And Ghost, despite sending 2 after the same ball, they persevere.
This is a big series here for Ghost Gaming, right? Because they take that loss to G2, and G2, again, on another level. Now it's about how can Ghost bounce back? What does that look like? So far, so good. They're holding on to a 1-goal lead in the final minute, but you can see Envy hunting as they're looking for a chance to break through.
Illusion intercepts here as Shock runs ahead. He's been relatively quiet on the scoring front in this main event, but he averaged over a goal per game in the qualifier to get here. Hoxer around Drees. There's Shock. His 6th goal will find the far edge.
6th goal, but 2nd shot this game. As you see again, Hoxer, always the one able to get this ball into the midfield, and Shock with enough speed to get it past the Envy defense. Seems like Ghost doing a good job of bouncing back here as they are in dominant fashion in game 1.
Envy have had only a couple really good chances. They have not cashed in. Drees, a quick turn at midfield, doing all he can, which is not a whole lot with that ball. Hoxer trying to get around Miss. Very few can as he picks up a savior medal, but it's been all Ghost. 2-0 with 20 seconds left. Drees looking for Mist here. Shock is there instead. We've seen at times Shock and Hoxer kind of going after the same ball. That even goes back to the Rogue series. Or rather wow, yeah, they played Rogue. Illusion will bounce one in front. Missed shot's gonna be well high. Shock to clear. Lion Blaze one last shot. Doesn't matter if it goes in. And Ghost Gaming will take it 2-0. They did not let Envy breathe very often.
No, they didn't. It really did just look like, again, Envy played defense for most of that game. Even look at the stat line here, just most of this in favor of Ghost, and it just goes to show you again this new kind of play style that they've started to develop, where it's just kind of constant offense. And for Envy to be a team where, you know, they need to generate more opportunities in that offensive front, they just couldn't even get out of their own box for the midfield, let alone putting on a couple of shots. I think it's going to be big to see if Envy can make some adaptations going into this one.
Yeah, they're going to need Illusion to get going. Again, he has 15 goals coming into this series. Tops on the team by far, and he led his team with those 4 against Rogue. Ghost coming off that loss to G2 where they were plagued by double commits. It did not show itself here. I mean, there were a couple times where we saw a couple start going. Communication, though, Daz, seemed significantly better for Ghost Gaming here, and I think a lot of credit kind of has to go to Faker. We don't talk about all the coaches across the scene very often. I have a feeling he has a bigger role to play in Ghost success than most other coaches.
I'd say so. You know, Fakey's definitely, I'm really close with him. He's always, you know, being involved. I remember, like, I even spoke to him last night, made sure he got up extra early to start looking at replays over on G2, just to make sure, you know, Ghost is in a good mindset coming into today. And they have a lot of respect for Coach Fakey as well. So seeing them kind of step up and, you know, listen to things that he has to say when he's calling those timeouts, just like how he did earlier in the G2 series, may make or break. For Envy, it's a completely different story. They're playing with their coach, so.
Yeah, right. Envy getting the boot camp buff, all playing together. We've seen how valuable that can be at all levels. This is 5 cars, all within a car length of each other as they finally break out and disperse. Mist will take this out of the corner, and Hoxer has other plans. Lion Blaze trying to leave one for Shock, who's way too far back. But look at Lion Blaze, 1v2 against Envy, not letting them out of the zone. Hoxer keeps that in play as well. Finally, Mist will breach the center line. His shot sails high, and there's no rebound. Nobody was in position for one either. And again, the Ghost defense has been locked down solid.
Yeah, they've done a great job of being able to kind of control the pace of this ball here. Look at this, free midfield. Alu finally able to get into the play, but now this is brought up field, and here come Ghost on that offensive attack, and this will give them a little bit of space for now, but you still got to be careful. Envy haven't necessarily been successful on offense yet this series.
This is about as close to scoring as Envy has gotten in this whole series. Not many quality shots on, just not many shots in general. Lion Blaze through the corner. Alu's there. Now Shock will take over. And nobody else to continue to play after that demolition on Drees. But look at how slow Illusion was trying to get out of the zone. He couldn't get control. Lion Blaze was able to apply quick pressure. Hoxer can keep it alive as well, but that's a win by Drees, and Shock will get back just in time. Envy almost caught them for their first goal of the series.
Yeah, good thing Shock playing back there, able to get that clear out. Again, you just kind of see things in terms of offense for Ghost haven't necessarily been as aggressive in the first couple of minutes in this game. The Lion Blaze is trying to do something different here. Control, play the ball low, wrap around one, get past Drees. No, Drees denies it at the goal line.
Look, we saw Lion Blaze do that earlier in the week, and it's like, okay, sure, you can do it against, say, Central Florida. can you do it against a professional team? And he darn near did. Aleutian with the save here. Hoxer, a little slow off the wall, and now Dries will hit and miss in the outlet. No, he let him too far again. The passing is not there right now for Envy. Not as clean as it needs to be, and Aleutian jumps in front of Line Blaze, but still a second touch, throws that deeper into the zone. And it doesn't seem like the left hand always knows what the right is doing right now for Team Envy.
Yeah, I totally agree. But same being said, even for Ghost, even though they have all this offensive pressure, they still can't find the back of the net. And all it takes is one good counterattack from Envy here, and they can have complete control of this game. For Ghost, again, you're seeing players go for demo. Some of the passes are not necessarily connecting too well. And although they have this ball out in front, if they can't finish just like that, chance it goes off the crossbar. It won't matter if Envy get a good drive moving up.
And Mist did an excellent job, too, with kind of that one-on-one marking defense all the way downfield. He's taken off the field now, courtesy of Shock. Lion Blaze trying to hit Shock downfield. Redirect this one home. No, well wide, as Mist and Dries will recover. Dries took that corner boost that Mist also wanted, as it's popped up for Lion Blaze to intercept, and Mist got to make a quick turnaround. That boost wasn't there for him anyways. It's a real scramble at midfield. That Mist and Aleutian are going to come out on top. Mist shot, got by the defense, and Envy has their first goal and lead.
I love this from Alu. He has 19 boosts, pretends to jump for it. Then when Lion Blaze turns, he says, I'm going to slam this off the corner. Mist with a great read and follow up off of his teammate, and Envy strike first at a clutch timing game.
It took almost 8.5 minutes for Envy to get their first goal in this series, but now they've got it, and they got to hang on for a minute plus. Lion Blaze blocked out by Aleutian, and Aleutian didn't get the ball there, but he got Hoxer. Might be the next best thing, though the ball's still moving its way into Envy's zone. Shock shot goes wide, and he does not go after that, just off the back wall. It'll be Dries with Aleutian to his right. Good challenge out of the corner, but Miss has to race back, and he's going to be looking for boost for a while. Shock has Lion Blaze, took his time, and never got the pass away. Ghost has to reset with 45 to go.
And now you start to really wonder about that Ghost offense. Like we had said, yeah, sure, they have Envy in an uncomfortable spot. This Envy defense wasn't phased at all. As long as that ball didn't go in the back of their net, they knew they still had a chance. And now they set the pace of how these last 30 seconds are going to play. They're going to be looking to play some of these 50s out and waste time, and they are totally okay with having this one play in their back end as long as they can maintain some solid boost control.
Oh, Lion Blaze didn't get the shot away. Shock is denied. Hoxer for the tie. He's got it with 14 to go.
You know what? It's the miss from Lion Blaze that kind of throws everything into a panic. And then, of course, you see Alu jump quickly just to make sure to block Shock's shot. And it goes straight to Hoxer, who finishes the job.
Hey, what Ghost have done as good a job against Mist as any team I've seen in a while. They have kept him scrambling for boost. He's got a full tank now, obviously off the kickoff. This is where he can do his damage, but Lion Blaze skies it up. Hoxer's there to follow. Overtime is looming as Shock dumps this into the corner. Dries will at least try to get this to ground as he doesn't have his teammates up with him. We go to overtime on Aquadome, trying to tie up the series here for Envy.
Even when they finally, show some signs of life here, Ghost kept knocking at the door. And out of so many different shots, about 9 from Ghost Gaming, they finally get their first. Now the question is, how much longer is it going to take for them to get their second? Ball in that midfield, and Hoxer in a tough spot last back, does dodge a demo, but gets taken out just before he can make that touch.
Like a quarterback hanging around in the pocket, you know you're going to get hit. At least get rid of the ball. Here goes Dries, beaten out by Hoxer. Aleutian with that pinch as the teams kind of settle in, waiting for one big bump or misplay to open things up. Lion Blaze going to try to do it himself. Dries stops him, but did not get to that corner boost. Let's see how that factors in here as Dries looks for some. Hoxer now. Oh, Shock was going after Mist the whole way. He got off the wall so quick to avoid that, and Lion Blaze stuffed Mist's effort. And Hoxer will have all day to play this, and he played it right at Dries. That's not the right play at all, and Lion Blaze comes in to save the day.
Now Envy have to kind of work with the space that they've gotten. They're trying to make Ghost feel uncomfortable here in that midfield. As you see, again, some aggressive challenges coming out and really good plays where they're looking for each other. Again, no kind of semblance of control here in this overtime. This one, a dangerous ball in the corner.
Lion Blaze doing well to just kind of put it in park and stop Drees' effort. But then the demolition doesn't really open things up. It just slows down Ghost on the offensive end. Here goes Lion Blaze right at Illusion. That hasn't always worked out, but it did this time. Now Hoxer could take this himself against anybody else, but it's missed up there to meet him. So Shock will try and throw this. Waterfall down. No, Drees is there to catch. And Illusion couldn't get the pass cleanly. Lion Blaze has Hoxer waiting for a pass. It's not coming, so Hoxer's got to do it himself, and Drees should have an easy clear. Or he should have an easy clear. Nobody told him Lion Blaze was coming. And now another opportunity for Ghost. This has happened far too often to be sustainable for the Envy defense.
Yeah, they get lucky, though. A little bit of miscommunication there. Shock, I think, was expecting a mid-pass, and the Lions called for the demo a little bit too late, and it's all Shock hesitate. Now they end up giving up that drive, and they got to start over if they want to close out this overtime. 2.5 minutes in.
There have been some close calls here in OT, but nobody has put us into game 3 just yet. Missed, kind of a token effort. Drees coming on. This will kick right out to Shock, who probably wants that touch back as he let it get too far away. Drees with Mist lurking in behind him. He can follow this play, but Lion Blaze got through him. Trying to get around Illusion. He does, but Illusion does a great job to stay with the play and not make it too easy for Hoxer and friends.
Yeah, there was that one dodge where, Illusion tries to flip into the ball. The ball says, no, we are both standing here. Now Drees on the solo, but again, loses control. And we're starting to see just a little bit more mechanical mistakes come out during this overtime, but no one giving up ground just yet.
And it feels like an all-star game going on right now. Just a lot of solo efforts, not really a lot of passing going on here. Once you get down to the offensive end, one player is trying to get the defense to move around, and it's just not happening. There aren't many double commits coming out as Illusion goes up the ladder. Mist should have this. Oh, he doesn't. Drees got it right out in front. Lion Blaze will send a missile to the net, and Envy's defense breaks down. Ghost is up 2-0.
Ghost kept trying, and finally they get that poor clear effort out again. This is how they scored their first goal, and of course it'll be Lion to score the second. Top left corner, Ghost Gaming take game 2.
I wonder, Daz, do you call a timeout here if you're Envy after the way that game ends? Do you kind of need an extra couple of moments to talk it over? It didn't seem like there was anything too egregious there until right at the very end of that game.
Yeah, it's really tough, right? Because, we have 7 or so minutes of gameplay there just now, maybe 8.5. And Envy, again, they scored first here, which again, great shot you see from Mist, perfect placement. But it's these types of mistakes that happen if you're under pressure an entire game. They did so well and they played so consistently. But I think even for them, they're probably having that expectation of just being more so, hey, we should have just more than a goal in a game against Ghost. And I think maybe they're getting into their own heads here a little bit. A change, a timeout, I'd say would be welcome, but I don't think they're going to take one.
They are not taking one as we move on to the iconic DFH Stadium. Daz, mentally, I'm sure a must-win now for Envy. Important to get off to a quick start, as they did in Game 2 on Aquadome. But it wasn't enough. Ghost Gaming comes all the way back. They tie it up. They win in OT, a long overtime, though, 3.5 minutes, as you saw on the Mobile One high performance replay. Now we kick it off again to see if Ghost can get on to match point, trying to sweep away Team Envy. Shock against Illusion. And it'll be Lion Blaze, and Illusion locked up in Rule 1, and Lion Blaze jumped out of it. So keep that in mind as Drees waits for a rebound, not coming. Illusion indirect, off the back wall. Drees is there, but so is Hoxer. So is the entirety of Ghost Gaming, and they break out of the zone.
This is a low-scoring affair, and I think it's going to continue to be that way, even though we're seeing a little bit more speed come out of these players. Unless Shock can put something nice on. Oh, well, Alu with a good read. Clear it out in some space. But it seems as though, looking at this game, right, solo efforts are still very present, but there are some signs where we could see some team plays brewing.
Trying to force the opposition into mistakes with these solo efforts. Drees backboard, and Alu was going after Lion Blaze. Had to settle for a boost steal. Now miss. We let this get away a little bit and could not stop Lion. Drees, the only one to beat. Lion Blaze got there as Shock knocked Drees out of the play.
Oh, man, poor Drees. Drees goes up for this, thinking, okay, all I got to do is challenge. Oh, Toodaloo, I'm going about to play. Lion Blaze has a clear runway as Shock makes some space for him.
So Ghost has scored first now in 2 out of 3 games, and they have the 2-0 series lead. Shock takes out Alu, and Mist will read this one well off the ceiling. Drees' shot just a little bit high, and Lion Blaze did a real good job not to just own goal that ball coming off the wall. Hoxer now going to take this himself. He tells Lion Blaze to go get boost. He obliges and will try to power that through the corner. Instead, he'll need Shock's help as Illusion comes through now. Only Hoxer facing away from him. Got it in front, but Drees just could not make that read. Mist got to get on his horse. He won't get there. Lion Blaze strikes again from downtown.
If he tried to press the issue, and Ghost gave me proof why that was not the right idea. It pitches out towards Lion Blaze. The Lion Blaze says that net's wide open, and he'll send it in. And now we're starting to see Team Envy. You know, it feels like they're starting to run out of ideas here. And they got to think of something quick because Ghost Gaming is a team that can ramp up over time, Stacks.
Ghost has only trailed for about a minute and a half or so in this series. It has been all GG from the beginning. Illusion against Lion Blaze. Been fun to watch. We'll see if the young superstar Drees can get involved in the action. He can't this time, as Mist will leave it back for Illusion. It's Mist now waiting, but Illusion's not going to be able to pass it to him. So now Lion Blaze right out at Drees. Chance for the youngster to work against Hoxer. And Shock will take over. Once again, Team Envy stifled out of the wing.
Oh, man, but you gotta love what you're seeing out here from Shock. He's been able to set up the team really well, whether it's, you know, scoring, getting the bumps that we saw earlier. All of Ghost Gaming has kind of had an impact in one game or another. And this is why this team has had such a good performance. Pass, Shock, shot, it's in! They strike just like that, Stacks.
And this is just a Cerberus-style attack. Pick your poison. Who do you want to lose to today? All 3 players from Ghost Gaming have 2 goals. They also have 2 assists, except Lion Blaze, who's only got 1, but you give him a pass. His goals have been loud. As now Illusion against Lion Blaze. Got to get something going here. Missed. Indirect for himself, and he sailed it so high. Drees couldn't get there either. And that's an opportunity that Envy absolutely has to put away if they want to try and mount a massive comeback. Now they've been given a gift, and Mist will bank it in.
Mist taking advantage of opportunities, and Envy, they're going to need to utilize Mist here. Only one been able to get some scoring chances, and oh, goodness. Oh, yeah. If there's a rain game, you skip the replay immediately, but you got to sit through that one, Ghost. That was ugly.
That play did not take it to 11, to say the least. 2:05 to go in this comeback effort from Team Envy. You get a gift like that, you have to capitalize here. Illusion against his momentum, not happening. And then Hoxer bounces that off of Alu all the way downfield. Tough break for Envy. They have to start from square one. Hoxer to try and set it up for Lion Blaze. No hat trick yet, as Shock will just control here. That's going to be frustrating for Envy as well. They're not just going to give you the ball back now. Envy has to press the issue. Down a couple goals here with the minute 30. It's not quite time to press the panic button, Daz, but we're getting real close.
Yeah, we're a minute 25 away from pressing the panic button if you're Team Envy. Has it looked too solid? Again, yes, they get that goal, but it's really just mainly off of a really uncharacteristic mistake from Ghost Gaming. Ghost pick things right back up and keep the ball in the blue half. As you see Lion Blaze trying with the solo play. Shock, last here. Gonna take things into his own hands. Oh, nope, never mind. He's gone. And Envy, for 30 seconds, just again, stuck into their own zone. They get it past the midfield line, but it just gets bumped right back in.
Alu off the ceiling for Drees. His shot does not yield a very valuable rebound, as Hoxer will keep control from the back wall. Pinch it past Mist. Drees has to play that out of the corner, and Alu's got to turn quick. Oh, what a win by Shock! Are you kidding?
Listen, I didn't know you could low 50 in the air. Look at this. Shock, oh my goodness, just takes that, controls it, forces it in. Ghost Gaming in total control.
This has got to feel great for Ghost after they were battling tooth and nail with G2, and it looked like for a while maybe they had some hope. And then they had that one fateful moment in game 5, I think it was, where they gave up 5 goals in what? It had to have been about a minute 20. Actually, it was game 4, as this is skied away. Shock for Lion Blaze. And still more wins out of Ghost Gaming. They are all smiles now as they run out the final 10 seconds, about to be on match point against Team Envy. Lion Blaze looking for one more. Not gonna get it. Dazarin, this could be one really long 4th game for Team Envy fans as they watch Lion Blaze finish the hat trick.
Oh man, look at this. The control from Lion got the flip reset, first touch, and then just followed it all the way through. Does it mean anything? You think no, but honestly, what it means is the panic button, like I said, should have been pressed for Team Envy a long time ago. As soon as you saw a Shock 50 in the air, you knew, okay, wait a second, this is just simply not right. Again, Shock, really good game. Even though Lion Blaze is the one with the hat trick, Shock had some moments there early on. Again, that bump off Drees to set up, again, a clean goal for Ghost. This is a team where, okay, yeah, sure, the match against G2 didn't look so well. But this is the team that ended up, again, taking down NRG, taking down V1 in a sweep, and they look to add Envy to the next top teams that they end up taking down in the sweep. Get the brooms. Ghosts are coming.
Well, we just saw the Mobile One High Performance Replay, otherwise known as the Lion Blaze highlight reel, as the Northwood University star has Team Envy on the ropes. Ghost Gaming trying to sweep their way into Championship Sunday. And think about all those valuable points coming right out of the starting blocks on the line, trying to get to London at the end of this.
And you got to think, right? Because this is going to be a conversation topic from this point forward. Ghost winning this series, everyone's going to be thinking, okay, is this going to be one of the teams that we see sneak their way into those, top 5 NA placements to go to the major? Certainly looks like they've had the potential for this regional's performance.
One more team to eliminate after all of this as well. Version 1 and Space Station Gaming will do battle. But still, we have some business to conclude here. And still some life for Team Envy. But it is fading fast. Hawks are waiting for the pass, and it's a good one from Shock. But Aleutian saw the play developing. So now it's Drees trying to get this out across the center line. Lion Blaze and team way back, trying to kind of bait Envy in a little bit. And I think they're willing to let Drees have that time and space until he proves he can punish them.
They could. That being said, Drees here with a good shot and miss!
Oh, no way.
Misses saying there's no way you guys are saving it this time. A great dunk on the goal line.
Drees on the board with an assist as his shot sets it all up. It was good placement.
Goodness.
I don't even know if Mist really needed to touch that. I think Drees had kind of picked the perfect spot, but Mist making absolutely certain. No doubt about it. Envy in the lead.
Seen Envy with the lead before, but it did not last long. Even though Ghost Gaming are confident, they do need to remain composed, because this could get away from them if they let Envy start to ramp up.
Lion Blaze, quick read on that high bouncer, got over Alu. Shock is there, but Drees with the save. Shock couldn't steal the boost out of the corner. Hoxer, I think, did, as Aleutian will just wait here, and Lion Blaze is forced to play up. Now Mist, over top of Shock. Hoxer, the initial save. Alu will keep it in. Drees to cycle in behind him, and Shock with a good stop, but now it's Ghost under all the pressure. Mist, good flick. It's Hoxer getting back just to disrupt the play, falling into his own net, and that little touch, I think, saves a goal there. It is not 2-0 just yet, but Ghost still under fire.
Get that dunk through. Yeah, it does look like Ghost are under a lot of fire. That one going straight down. Alu wanted to commit, but we'll end up having to go the other way. And Miss losing that 50 spells danger. Lucian gets bumped. Another pinch in the response. Free ball for Lion Blaze, but just moved a little bit too fast to put that shot on target.
Yeah, but they're still not out of it. Envy not able to clear the zone. Shock got the pump on Alu, but it's Mist and Drees that combine for the defensive effort again. Lion Blaze try to hit Hoxer. Now Shock will try and throw this in Lion's general direction. Hoxer takes over, but there's nobody central for that ball. There's Mist There's Illusion, and Shock will clear away again right at Hoxer. Good team defense. There's one demo. They do not get missed, though. He is so elusive, and maybe one of the best defenders in the world as he gets the shot off, denied by Shock.
Oh, good call off. Drees almost found that top left corner. And now it's going to go the other way. 220. Ghost starting to ramp things up, and it does feel like Envy are playing a little reactionary towards him, except for this pass play. Shock was the one that needed to jump up to stop Mist.
Mist with a full tank of boost. He'll cycle in behind Drees and play this indirect ball. Up to the backboard. Hoxer didn't get there, and he stays his ground, and that's going to go out to the corner. Oh, I think a lot of players would have jumped off the wall late. Hoxer stayed up there, and as a result, I think he altered the efforts of Envy just enough and did not give up a freebie. But now they may have on the other side anyways. Lion Blaze can't get back in time, and Mist makes it 2-0.
This is good read on Mist, right? That initial touch. Sees all the space here, so knows I just got to get this over Hoxer's head. Does a good job of calling things out. And again, Mist, only scorer here for Envy this series, and he's giving him a 2-goal lead.
And not every goal has an assist either. There have only been 2 in the series for Envy. This goes across Hoxer, back for Shock. Great passing play, but then a 10-cent finish at the end. He misses wide, and now Shock will climb up to try and disrupt Illusion. Lion Blaze played it wide, and Alu was not phased at all by it. Easy clear, and Drees finishes the defensive effort. I think that's an opportunity Ghost is going to want back in the tail of this series. Yes, they have the 3-game cushion, but you'd like to put it away here on Utopia and not give them any life. Hoxer's shot here, set away by Drees.
Ooh, demo. Shock's not going to be able to get to the ball, though, so Ghost won't be able to work with it unless Hoxer can do something here. Solid touch off the ceiling. Lion Blaze follow up into the corner. Looks like Ghost starting to slow down, even though they have some good positioning and good possession. Feels like they kind of hit a wall.
Well, Ghost is trying to do all the right things. The ball is going to the right general area. They're just not getting it exactly where the ball needs to go. This has been given away, though. It looked like a team bump. Gave that ball away, and Ghost was kind of surprised by it. Then Shock nudged from behind by Drees, so he can't play that cleanly. And across it goes with 30 seconds left. Shock will have an effort here, though. Indirect for himself, didn't come up with it. Oh, Lion Blaze demolished right as he was about to pull the trigger. And now Hoxer doing all he can, but he's locked up with Drees. Drees just screened him off the play, and it still almost wasn't enough. Ghost still on the doorstep. Shock denied by Drees again. 8 seconds left. Gotta get one on here, and they don't. And Ghost is about to run out of time here. It was a furious comeback charge in Game 4. Envy weathers the storm, and we'll see a 5th game.
We will see a 5th game, so looking at Ghost, they weren't able to close things out in a sweep. Not only that, they get shut out here, which, again, you start to be a little concerned because if Ghost are running off of a train full of momentum in terms of, like, confidence and, you know, high, calm energy, this kind of puts a damper in that a little bit. And then, of course, we're going to see how they come out in this next game to respond. Envy, especially Mist here, so to speak, just kind of figured out all of those options that, you know, Envy had offensive-wise, and he made the most of them. When it was Drees with the initial shot, it was going to be blocked out. Mist jumps in front of it to push it in. And then, of course, catching out Hoxer on the defensive end. Those are big key plays if Envy can continue to turn things around. Even they don't have an established foothold upfield. So we'll have to see. This is definitely going to be one of these that we look at the first half of this game and kind of dictate the direction.
One thing that's very surprising, we noticed it in the previous series with Space Station and FaZe, no timeouts used here. SSG didn't bother to use one, and Envy didn't call one at any point. Even when they lost the first 3 games, they said, you know what, we have confidence in ourselves, we're gonna ride this wave, and eventually we'll come out on top. Drees will score 8 seconds in his first goal. The first Envy goal not scored by Mist in this series. And Envy, the machine, maybe getting back together here.
Yeah, remember, I said the first half of this game, we kind of tell where the pace was. We kind of know where the pace is now. I think Envy are slowly starting to figure out Ghost Gaming's style of play, and that could probably lead to some trouble.
Ghost is going to have to change things up on the fly as Hoxer and Lion Blaze go up for the same ball. It only ends up going as far as Shock. Alu, no way. If he's cutting that to go, yeah, maybe we are really starting to think about how long it takes to get to Champions Field. Mist will play that off the backboard. Alu got in there as well, though, so it's a double commit out of Envy, and then Mist finishes the play. Drees will try and chase it down, and Hoxer just baited him right in. Shock against Alu. All the way to the corner. Lion Blaze whiffed on it, though. That's happened a few times now over the past game and a half, and it's opened up some windows that Envy have exploited.
And now Envy's starting to get a read on where to go here. Every time Ghosts get a touch on the ball, someone from Envy in a good spot to send this downfield. As now we're seeing Lion Blaze take this from the goal line and gets demoed by Drees. Envy retain possession.
Seeing a lot of players getting stopped in their tracks too, and nobody willing to lock horns just yet. Lion Blaze will catch this with a full tank of boost, though. He got around one, got around two. Only Alu to beat, and he does! Lion Blaze beats the entire Envy defense to tie the game.
Oh, look at Lion. Able to get that first touch. Takes his time and catches Alu out. Execution there, big, to bring Ghost back into this game and in the scoring drought that was going on for him.
Yeah, after that 2-0 shutout, a relief for Ghost and their fans to get one back quickly after conceding that goal just 6 seconds in to Drees. Here's Lion Blaze, stuffed by Alu. Drees, speak of the devil, up the ladder, nothing doing there as Shock has it. And now Lion Blaze back downfield. Shock is waiting, redirect, got a lot on it, and missed with the save. And that kicks out so far, Hoxer has to burn all his boost. Can't get there in time, missed nearly on target, and Lion Blaze has to contend with Drees in the way as he tries to get the clear.
Envy cannot afford to get comfortable here. Again, tournament life on the line. And it's a tied-up game. You got Hoxer shooting, forcing Alu in an uncomfortable position, but still does make that touch. Ghosts are looking again to see where's the weak point on Envy. How can we finish the job? Game halfway over. And Hoxer gonna send this downfield, looking for Shock. Drees and Mist both up to cut that off.
And more importantly, able to drop that down to Alu. So even though it looked like kind of the semblance of a double commit, they at least get out of it unharmed. Lion Blaze will have some time and space to work with, and even more afforded with the demo by Hoxer. So now Shock. Oh, he gave that one away to Mist, and this could be trouble if Envy is able to press forward. But they're not. Alu half flipping on his way back. Shock trying to get around Drees. Second touch will just keep control, and that's a great defensive effort by the young star. And now Alu gave this ball away. There's been a lot of this happening, Daz, and you know, as someone who loves a good defensive grindy battle, I feel like it's only another 30 or 40 seconds before we see the floodgates open with these first touches getting away.
Yeah, I mean, even for Envy, look at this, a double commit there. They're gonna have to again scramble back and just Hoxer, he's looking for Mist, but Mist has to keep things moving. Drees follow up off the touch and will find the back of the net. Envy with the lead with 1:36 to go.
Drees has come alive here in Game 5 when his team needs him most. Got the turnaround there with Lion Blaze. Just a little slow recovering. 1:36. Envy back on top. And Shock trying to get it right back off the kickoff, and Alu couldn't really shrug him away from the play. Hoxer for Lion Blaze, stuffed by the entire Envy defense.
Now this is where, again, you see Alu on the ball. His comms going to be big impact because, again, it's about managing time and space here. You don't want to give Ghost Gaming the whole offensive front, and you see Mist get that cutoff just to slow things down. It's all about making sure you keep that ball upfield, maybe even set up for another opportunity. As when this final minute comes down, Ghost could potentially still tie this one up, Stacks, but again, though, I don't think Envy, we've seen them go on defensive stints for more than 4 minutes. That one gets over. Hoxer, no, it'll get blocked out by Alu. The wall of Envy holds strong.
Boy, they had no business being able to stop that barrage, and they're still not out of it. Lion Blaze with 40 to Shock. Bouncer, tie game. 40 seconds left, and the defense finally breaks through all that pressure out of Ghost Gaming at the last.
Oh, that's a beautiful pass from Lion Blaze. Everyone is expecting him to go for a flip reset, maybe play it off the backboard. Didn't think that he would go for the pass to Shock, and Shock, very solid shot placement, goes back in the game. And again, Envy, life on the line. Shock doesn't connect. Now Dree's last back, good chance to buy Alu some time.
If they connected, this series is over. You have to imagine 25 seconds remain as Ghost tries to take care of it in regulation. Missed all the boosts in the world. And he was looking for Drees. Could not complete the hat trick. Lion Blaze and Illusion end up locked up for just a moment. And they break apart again. 10 seconds remain for Drees. He gives it away to Lion Blaze. Hoxer up around Alu. Lion Blaze for the win!
Look at this squad. Lion Blaze with the touch up. Hoxer past Alu. And Lion Blaze with the goal to do it. Missed in the right spot. But the backflip comes through. Envy fall apart towards the end of this one. 3 seconds remaining. The ball will roll towards the side wall, and Ghost Gaming send Envy home.